See, told you we were quick. We are back, and this lap is not even finished yet. But the safety car is coming into the pit lane. No, it's not. There's a second safety car going around. Okay, right. That's just confusing. Stu was not back for cigarette break, and Deco at the safety car. So, God help us all. The Kingsbury spectates. So guys, can we think of a pattern that's emerging from this race? Can we look at any likely winners from this race so far? Or is it just too early to tell?
The current pattern is green, yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow.
Thanks, Phil.
The winner
when
of this
does the
race,
red come into it?
The reds, I'm going to say around 180 will probably be a red flag. That's going to be, even though I did say Jack Cedric's going to flip on lap 240, I'm completely taking that back like that never happened. Lap 180 is going to be the red flag for Jack Cedric all over the track.
Jack Cedric all over the track. So, 92 laps in to the 268 lap race. Time Nico Batola is not the leader for the restart, which is a bit of a shame because he has definitely got the jump on his restarts. So we wait to see what happens this time with Laurenberg in the lead. It's in second place is one of the most interesting skins I think I've seen in a while.
Interesting is, I think, not the word I would use if I'm honest. Scary.
I don't really pay attention anymore, but who the hell is the kid on the side? Is it him? That would explain a lot.
I don't think... No, it's not him.
Restart in one lap.
Stuart Baker once again pulls away in his raceabout. Actually gets up to 220 kilometers an hour doing that.
Isn't it the best car in Live for Speed?
Yeah, quite clearly is. Although, actually, I think the best car in Live for Speed is the BF1. But, yeah.
You guys clearly haven't driven the Scirocco.
There we go. Restart, God knows whatever. I think it's the 9th one, isn't it? Lauberg from Telcolet this time.
Lauberg going high to let his teammate catch up to him so he can draft past the hope of Jesse Telka.
It's always quite hard to lose someone now.
It does just, it was the 3-car battle between... Sorry,
It's got
fit on it.
Dominik, Patola, Koreni and Major right behind those top 3.
That's the one. Oh! Koreni sticking his nose where it really wasn't wanted by Patola there.
We also have Kapal, Jack Sedgwick, Dan Sanger. They're all together as well. 5-car pack.
Just noticed Koreni has positive camber on his right front wheel.
Don't think that's how you're supposed to do it.
Oh, there's a great crash here, surely. No, they fit through. How? Toika and Sanger were 3 wide there. Kapal somehow stuck as close as he possibly could to the inside wall to avoid a contact.
Oh, and Koreni's lost it in turn 2! And he's gone pretty much all on his own into the wall and back pretty hard, and that's caution number 10.
When you say lost it, did you mean he spun on his own?
Pretty much. Well,
How?
he rubbed wheels with Patola, and then he just lost it. It's almost like he threw it away.
Well, if they had positive camber, you might want to pit now and get that fixed.
But he threw it away. Well, he threw it away and the car spun to the right, so it's not the positive camber is not at fault for that.
Oh no, it had positive camber. That means when he turned to the right, it had a lot of grip. That's
How?
the reason
He has no grip to the right at all because he's got positive camber on the left too.
Oh, well, who knows?
I'm not sure how he did that. It seemed a bit weird. Certainly gonna get that repaired. If not now, then well, it's probably not worth it anymore. Telkala leads the crowd. Well, not the crowd, the queue even. That way around. Telkala, the person who Isaac Price predicted will not finish this race. No idea why he would say such a thing.
Telkala not only leading this race today, but he's also leading the FS Cup 2013 Drivers' Championship quite comfortably. That he'll lead after this event no matter what happens. 5th round of that championship out of 9 rounds overall.
So, does anyone play safety car bingo?
What's that?
Well, maybe not bingo, but guess how many safety cars we have, or we will have by the end of this race. 100 laps, 10 safety cars, that's 10 per lap, so I'm going to go 27 safety cars.
I'm gonna go with 24.
25.
I'm going to be optimistic and say 19.
Oh, somebody's got under 20. Deco Jester, would you like to interlude in this discussion? Yeah, no, you should sit on the stream though. Yeah, how many cautions do you believe there will be? How many? No, not how many cautions in the race so far.
He doesn't want to wager.
Deco is being a pussy and not wagering because he knows.
For anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's a cat. He's being a cat.
Is that a Mustang? No, not Mustang.
Oh.
I mentioned Mustang. Why is only one car going in the safety car? Why is Telkala? What's he doing?
We don't have a restart this time, bye. We do have the pits open though. Let's see if anyone takes the opportunity.
Not sure why everyone's keeping such a massive gap to the safety car, or Telkala's keeping such a small one. I'm not sure.
I think it's a bit of both, to be honest. But they've evened things out a bit now.
Yeah, everyone's decided that this is a way too casual race and it needs some some changes made to it.
Timo Hinian says 26.
I was 25,
No.
Dom said 24, so
I
he
said
was also
24.
guessing. Yeah, he's also guessing 25.
I just noticed that Telkala has Sheldon Cooper on the front of his skin.
Was Engel?
Clearly
Paul Resta
not.
has been excluded from F1 qualifying. That's a shame.
What for?
Cars
He had a
underweight.
massive something in the car or something, and he was underweight after the session.
Had a massive something in the car. What?
Basically, for some reason, Paul Di Resta lost 1.5 kilograms between the start of the session and the end of the session. You know, something had
Oh,
to happen
dear.
for that 1.5 kilograms to disappear.
Bathroom break?
Someone took his
Yes.
teddy bear away after Q2.
What kind of teddy bear weighs 1.5 kilos?
One with lots
Big
of drugs
one.
in it. Maybe that's
Speaking-
where Nigel Stepney got the suspicious white powder in the 2007
Oh
Spygate case.
yes! That's how you smuggled it into a Ferrari pit building, wasn't it?
Here you go. Would have been John Todd at the time. It would have been John Todd, wouldn't it? Here you go, John. Here's a teddy bear. Oh, I just need that teddy bear back for a second.
That's. Oh, it was Jean Todt still. It was Stefano Dominicali was 2008 onwards, wasn't it? If I'm not completely wrong. Yeah, we're getting ready for restart number 10 or something like 10. Elka leading the way with the best skin ever in the world. He's gone. He's almost dropped Lauberg, which is, well, they've caught back up and they've got Pantola and Huomanen also in close company. 4-car train from another 4+ car train. There's actually a 5-car train.
Most lonely car right now in the top 10 is probably Jack Sedgwick in 9th.
He's always lonely because no one likes him.
He's a nice lad. Too bad he's completely all by himself right now and has no drafting partner.
It's probably his best chance of a day to flip. A lot of kerfuffle in the back of the field. Lots of cars going very well.
We got a spitter at the kink. Mead, I think that is.
Yeah, it's Mead and Matt Kingsbury. Now got a front end that looks more like an Indy car actually.
Well, that's what you need for an oval, isn't it? IndyCar.
I'm not sure. I don't like the current generation IndyCar. I think it's too thin at the front, too wide at the back. That front end just makes it look like current generation F1 car.
With a huge front wing? I don't think so.
I mean, actually Matt Kingsbury's car.
Oh, sorry.
No, actually I like the front end isn't bad, but I think just rear is too overdone. It's great for sponsors though, because their logos have never been bigger. But other than that, debatable.
Well, that was part of the criteria when they were getting a new car commissioned. That's one of the things on the list, is to have lots of space for sponsors.
I'm
Every
happy
billboard.
that R-Factor 2 is getting the old IndyCar chassis. Not the new one. Well, I'm not sure if they're getting the new one, but I think they're getting the old one for sure.
How old?
Well, the last generation one. IR, whatever it was called.
7, I think it is, or 05, or
I think
don't know.
IR. I don't know. Well, they named it differently every time they did an update, didn't they? So, like for example, IR8 and so on. But it was
Yeah,
basically the same
even
for
though
like
that
10
car
years.
was 237 years old.
Yeah, he would have qualified for his Touareg racing in a couple of years.
Indeed.
Actually, no, it already does because it's driving in Boss GP.
I don't think there's that's not a historic series necessarily.
Not
there's
necessarily, but quite a few of them are at least 10 years old.
Yeah, there's the guy who bought the assets to the HRT F1 team.
He's
and
not gonna.
enjoyed those.
He's gonna be a lot slower than a lot of people. I think you're probably better off buying like mid-90s F1 car or early couple of thousands. Not an HRT, but you're gonna get spares from it. Not like HRT still had any. Yeah, roundy racing is quite a discipline for itself, to be honest. Restart number 11 coming up shortly here in the 6th annual running of the Kyoto 500, round 5 of the 2013 New Dimension Racing Lift for Speed Championship Auto Racing Team Series, live on SimRace TV here on the 29th of June 2013 at 21:18 CEST.
You having fun, mate?
Yes, I am. Still probably the longest series name for. We go, Telkala, Patola very close behind him. Let's see when he's gonna go for it. Keeping it much slower this time. Safety car is in pit lane. There we go. Telkala's gun net. Patola close behind him. They're probably gonna break away now at the front if they work together properly. Behind we have again Lauberg and Tuovinen, who have been together pretty much all race. Then Civicki, I don't even know how to pronounce 49's name, Jesus. And Ulrich is actually a lap down, followed by Garbolewski, Dominik, Jack Cedric, Toika, and Major. And that's probably the most interesting group of the ones in the top 10, because those are 5, and they're drafting quite intelligently. Oh, side-by-side contact between Sedgwick and Gawleski. Bit of lag there. Gawleski got slightly catapulted into the wall.
And Ulrich spins before turn 3. Out of the lead pack.
Yeah, he was trying to get his lap back, and he comes right back on track.
Ooh, well, that wasn't a yellow, Jesus.
So he spent the last 100 laps or so trying to get his way back up the order, trying to get his lap back, and he's going to have to start all over again now.
Also, a lot of action going on around Dan Sanger, or as Stu Baker called him in one of the sessions, S-Danger, which sometimes is suiting.
It's odd. Wasn't he right there with Capel? Why has he dropped 8 positions back? Did he pit again?
Not sure. I saw a contact between him and Kingsbury, and now he's here. But then Kingsbury's just overtaking him, so not sure how he got there, but he must have gotten there somehow. into 20 of into P20 at the moment. Gillespie
Oh,
and
Dominik,
Sedgwick.
Dominik.
Oh, that's the big one again. Oh, and there's a car flying through the air, and that is.
There were several flying
That
through the
was
air.
that was someone flying out of a track
97.
there. That was Botev, yeah, Borislav Botev there. Took the wrong route, retirement number 4 of this race.
Blauhoff also involved.
Isn't true,
with
because
that.
it's actually retirement number 5, I'm sorry. And the 73's day is getting worse, because that's another completely totaled car, and he's already 2 laps behind the car in front, so I don't think he cares too much anymore, he just wants to finish.
He's about to go 4 laps down off the leader, and that's probably going to turn into 5 with all this damage. He's crawling into the pits very slowly, which suggests he might not even be continuing this race.
And
He
I almost...
goes into the pits, and he's gonna come out from this race.
Well, who can blame him? He's not exactly had the best of days. And I almost caused the most hilarious moment in Kyoto 500 history by pressing a green flag bind. Which would have probably made everyone watching.
Dom, I think it's time you were banned from the server, just in case.
Oh, no, I've removed bind now. Just to be sure.
I always used to have a red flag one. Just pressed it once in the middle of a race when I was logging with the admin password because my teammate timed out. Oh, yeah.
I think that's still left over from GT1 challenge from April, actually.
So, if you guys think that this race has been crazy, I don't know if you guys would know what Continental Tire Sports Car Challenge is, but basically it's a 2-class series. Each class is about 30 cars, and the top class is kind of like GT4s. They have Mustang, Aston Martin, Porsche, Camaro, BMW, etc. And then the lower class is street tuner. Just think of touring cars, a lot of front-wheel drives, etc. And basically, an MX-5 coming off the final corner of Watkins Glen hits the yellow barrels on entry to pit road as he's spinning. And normally, when they hit those barrels, you see water gushing all over the track, all over pit road, whatever. Well, he hit them, and there's sand. So now there's basically a beach entering pit road. So, I guess strange things are just happening today in almost any form of racing.
Oh, they're on Continental tires after all. The only good tire Continental makes is the one they make for the LMPC cars and the LMS this year.
Yeah, those aren't bad actually.
They're going faster than last year in LMS. At least they were at Sebring and Quali.
Too bad they can't really make much for Daytona prototype.
They can, they just are asked not to, because then the tires would cost more than 5p.
True.
I mean, somewhere you gotta get the costs of the cars down.
Yeah, but they need them if they want to sort out the Daytona prototype LMP2 mix. Which I believe we're going green this time?
Looks like it. Luckily again, the car in front. This time he got nowhere near as good of a start from the looks of it, and I'm actually talking complete rubbish, because he did.
Yes, it is. There's somebody going with them, that's a wall. 49 at the wall, I think it was. What's this? Jack said you can eat. That's not supposed to happen.
Guys, I'm
Jack's
just gonna
taking
go
on
on
his
record.
wheels. That's not supposed to happen.
I'm gonna go on record. If he finishes the race, he's gonna win. If he finishes the
Jack
race,
Sedgwick,
he
world
wins.
champ. No, not world champion. Hang on.
World
500
champion.
It's go big or go home for Jack. That's why most of the time he's on his route.
when he does finish, he always has 10 crashes. No, Jack, no! Bad Jack, don't turn on somebody when you're in a three-way draft. Maybe he just likes rolling. Maybe he's actually addicted to it. Do you think we should take him to some kind of counselling or
He
something?
managed to roll an FXO on AS2R.
You know what? I don't actually think that Jack walks anywhere. I think he rolls. You know, like
But
one of those
he
rolls
lives
you do
on
as
a
kid
hill.
when
Apparently,
you're-
he lives on a hill, so he can just roll down to wherever he wants to go.
Oh, that's gonna be a spin in the wall. Who's
Nope.
that? David? I think he saved it.
I saved it. I think it was one of the Iron Club cars.
Yeah, I could just envisage Jack, you know, doing those rolls you do when you're a kid and you're in gym class or something, you know, where you put your head and tuck it in and roll.
Yeah.
Pretty big battle for the lead.
Pretty much! Whoa! And trying to make it a pretty big crash for the lead.
Now, I don't know about you guys, I'm interested in when the 20, the 8 car, the 65, the 0, when they're all actually going to make their first pit stop. And as they're looking like they're only going to make a 1, which makes sense. And wonder how far they can go before they end up making it.
Rennie has had a spin on the back straight after turn 2. I'm not sure what happened there, but he's back going again. We're still under green back conditions.
Contact between Major and Telkula after turn 1.
Something else you have to look at is Capella and Dennis Lind are drafting up to that pack. Dennis
They've
Lind
just
even gets
completely
close.
dropped Major.
Yeah, if they even get any close, especially Dennis, he's just gonna try to fight his way through there and just hope for a caution.
Yeah, this is a lap down, of course, after his earlier pit stop.
Ooh, and Kareni's still on the way into the pits because those tires are not going to give him any
And
grip anymore.
he's not pitting. Staying out.
Not! Oh dear God.
He's
Why?
the suspension at the front is completely deranged. He wants to.
Look at his
try and
right
stay
rear
on the
tyre.
rear
That's
lap.
not going to give him any grip.
Yeah,
Once he
he's-
goes a lap down,
Oh
he might
my
as well
God!
Yeah, that was pretty mental.
Wow, that is just unbelievable. Why did he not pit? He basically just caused that 11th caution of the day. And... oh, it's actually the 13th caution of the day. So I tried to make it look better than it was.
Lucky number 13.
30's not looking. It's our 27's not looking so ridiculous, is it?
How do you think I feel?
Not ridiculous.
19.
Not really. Nico Pantola back in the lead though. On lap 124 of 270, we have been sat here for, is it 1.5 hours now?
About 2 hours.
No, it's 2 hours actually, oh Jesus.
Constant coming with car 10 who apparently wasn't turned down under yellow and the safety car. I wonder if he just. I wonder if he was trying to make up places while. Yeah, weird.
Well, whatever he was trying to do, it didn't go well, did it?
No, Jack Sedgwick is never, you know, unobservant.
We have Mayor going into the pits. Blau, Matt Kingsbury is faking it. Well, why? I don't get why people are doing that. 37,
it's a
32,
big thing.
23, and 52. It's not a big thing at all. I think it's just
It's a big thing.
completely unnecessary and childish.
And well, of course, it's an American thing, but you know, it's just I don't know why. It's just what we do sometimes. Mainly in NASCAR, you never see it in IndyCar really at all. I don't know if Deco remembers in 2009 when I went to fake it and I had a very high rear brake bias and I touched the brakes and nearly spun in front of the entire field.
That sounds like a very good thing to do, Phil.
Exactly. Adds excitement to the race.
So under this 13th caution, which apparently is the 13th caution, you know this game here, LFS, there's quite a bit going on, isn't there, at the moment?
Is there?
Yeah, there is.
Is there a new patch?
No. But there's quite a lot of going on. I never mention any miracles. I'm sure Phil knows quite a bit about what's going on.
There's this league called Turbo Trophy tomorrow that everyone should be racing in.
But looks like no one cares about anymore.
Eh.
Oh, anyone who is signed up may still confirm and race. We've only had 21 pre-qualifiers, so feel free.
It's from Bay Green, so you're pretty much guaranteed a top 15 finish because the rest will flip out,
Probably, yes.
including the great Jack Sedgwick.
And he's a champion at flipping. He flipped at all occasions before it was cool. We also have currently New Endurance Challenge coming up to its 4th round next weekend at Kyoto GP Long with GT1 and NGT cars with slight balancing as Nico Patola actually goes already. I was half asleep there thinking it was one more lap to go on the safety car, but oh well. Looks like it's going to be quite another close lead battle here, because the last couple of cars behind Telka haven't really dropped away. Lauberg is there, Huovinen is there, 49 is there, and also that other car, Jack Sedgwick, isn't there. Oh, and there's a massive car crash! And a car outside the track has 49! That's going to be his race, get over.
Surprisingly, no safety car there. 49 car is gonna have to call his race. There's a huge gaggle of cars, 4th to 12.
Bottom top 10 positions. Like top midfielders.
Pantola is going to be joining it, so 3rd to 12th is separated by
Nothing.
a lot less than a second. Dennis Lynn is so close to getting his lap back. Two leaders are the ones that are practically teammates, working really well together all day long.
Wow, are they really trying to go 6 wide into turn 3?
Yes.
This is unbelievable. Has everyone not realized it's 270 laps, not 135? On a nice side on Jack Sedgwick at the moment. Because there is a massive number of cars, and you have absolutely got no idea where to go without ending up without ending up with
that's a
another
crash,
planet.
Oh, there we go. No,
No,
no, it was a bit lagged. You kicked
That
me in
was-
the wall.
Which best of all, of course, happens always between teammates.
That's surely a crash, though. No, again. Oh, that is no.
Oh,
That definitely is.
there
What
we
the hell
go.
was Matt Kingsbury doing there? Jack
Everyone
Sedgwick through the middle of the
gone.
ball.
Wow,
That escape from Jack Sedgwick was extraordinary.
This
that was
may be Jack's day. This may be Jack's day, guys. You can't do something like that and just move along like nothing happened.
That was pretty amazing. It seems like of the 23 cars we have left, about 20 were racing for position there and managed to hit each other.
So since we're under another caution, Dom,
14 today.
Yes?
Y'all.
this question is for you.
Yes?
I noticed a slight addition to possible leagues in the future
Yes?
coming from you. Do
In
you,
the Janar section, yes.
Do you mind explaining what those could possibly be? Or are you going to give a political answer?
Not yet.
I don't think that answered this question.
It is not time for the time will come for that. What I can say though is that Genuine Racing will be hosting its first endurance race in October.
Is it the 16-hour race?
No, it's a 9-hour race. It's the 9 hours of Aston Historic reversed, which will be primarily for the top achievers in all the teams' championships in pretty much all the top-ranked leagues in LFS currently, including GT1 Challenge, GT Masters, GT1 World Series, GT2 World Series, LFS Card, City Liga, and whatnot. Official announcement of that will be posted by, well, pretty much Sunday or Monday, but exclusive news here live on simrace.tv. You're one of the top 5 teams of either GT1 Challenge or GT Masters, then you can look forward to having an automatic entry and an automatic spot in that race. Gonna be a one-off race. We don't intend to do any proper endurance series because frankly, well, there are enough endurance series, so why would you make too many? But it's a one-off race. It's meant to be a, let's say, a Super Bowl, Daytona, All-Star, whatever thing raised for the top teams in our championships.
Speaking of top, Jack Sedgwick leads the Kyoto 500.
Yeah, some interesting things happened here. The 20 and the 65 have pit, so they pit almost halfway. That means that they're planning to go all the way to the end.
And Mr. Lynn
Dennis
got his
Lynn.
lap back, yes.
And the number 10 got either one of his, or he's now on the lead lap. I think he's actually now on the lead lap, the 10 car.
Yes,
both
they're
the
both
same.
on a lead lap now.
It's the same as Dennis Lynn. He was one lap down and he's got himself back onto the lead lap now.
Yeah, a lot of things coming up. We of course also have this thing that obviously already took place, which you were involved in, Phil, which is called the Grand Touring Masters.
Oh yeah, that just started. That was
It's a bit intense.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this: GT
Yes.
Open, that's GTRs, correct?
In
Or is it-
one form or another, yes.
All right. Is it a small GT or is it a big GT?
It's not GT3, but
When I say small
yeah.
GT, I don't mean GT2 or GT3.
you mean NGT?
Correct.
No, it's not.
Okay, so it would I guess, be GT1.
It cannot
'Cause-
reveal what it is gonna be yet.
Alright, and
will be-
GTI trophy is, I'm guessing, XFG and XRG.
XRG, yes. Pretty
Okay,
much.
so a lot of STDs are going to be transferring in that league. Alright.
Yes. But we didn't want to call it STD anything just because of all the STD jokes like the one you just made.
Correct. Completely understandable.
Yeah, the GT Open announcement, what it is, why it is, and who it is for, will be posted in time for round 2 of the Grand Touring Masters, as will, well, the official announcement of the 9 hours of Aston Historic Reversed on Monday. And probably also an announcement concerning GT1 Challenge. 3rd season of that, as Stuart Baker for the 14th time runs away from the field and gives now the control to Jack Sedgwick, who's gonna make sure everyone ends up upside down.
He's either going to go really late or really early. I believe he's in the same channel, so he can talk to Dan.
Relatively early.
Jack
On
always
the
is
S.
early.
Dan Sanger behind him.
That's what she
Kapal
said.
and Kareni. Kareni even. Whoa! And they just made contact.
There's the 52 here. Kareni's going to try to get his lap back. He did lead the race earlier, so I know he's fast enough to.
Bit of contact further down the field. Up at the front is a 3-way breakaway, and it involves Jack Sedgwick, Dan Sanger, and Martin Kapal. Sanger and Kapal have gone, of course, they had an earlier pit stop, and now they made their way right to the front again.
Lots of contacts in the back.
We go by the top 3's, well, I guess you can say nicknames and usernames. We have Flame, Danger, and Flipmaster. It's a pretty lethal combination there.
You can say Fat for Jack's nickname. Car 79's been given a meet off flag to come in the pits because you need to get repaired, mate. Who is 79?
Garbalowski has
Garbalowski.
massive damage.
Car scraping pretty badly.
Well, there's another gaggle of cars together again going down to turn 2 just now.
Oh, yes, pretty much.
Oh no, oh no. Oh. Feels like there's going to be a crash here, but they're keeping together so far. Sanger's been dropped by Kapal and Sedgwick, it seems. Maybe not. He's just getting back into now. Kapal seems way too long road for him, so never mind.
They're probably gonna go and try to get a three-way draft to go there at the front of the pack.
Someone we haven't really spoke about since, well, the green flag is Hall in the 32 car. He's up to, what is that, 7th now? 7th, 8th position?
And actually, that's well, I'm not gonna say it's a team internal battle, but those are 3 teammates racing there. Race green drivers, even though one of the cars is orange, or kind of red-orange-ish.
Now, do you remember what happened under that last safety car? Some of the big events that happened. Because
Dennis got unlapped.
Yeah,
for
and where is
example.
he at right now?
He
Sixth
was.
place.
Oh yeah,
He's
he
in
is.
6th position. Why is he in 6th position? He just passed 5 cars down the front straightaway. He went from 10th to 6th. He's also including the lapped car for people who did math and was trying to say I was wrong.
Whoa! Dominik just moving left there, right in front of Dennis Lind, pretty much, which led to him doing a PB in a way. Good job we don't have engine failure in this game.
We've had a lot of brain failure, though.
I just meant because of the way some people are treating the engine and gearboxes is a bit unconventional.
Indeed.
Lynn's gonna go for the lead like this if he goes on. Oh no, wait, that's the wrong pack. He's in the bottom top 10 pack. Well, mid top 10 pack, to be honest. Whoa! Very, very close there between him and the 37 of their Coopus. Through turn 2, barely enough space to squeeze on the inside there.
Wasn't the 37 a lap down at one point as well?
I honestly don't remember.
I know the 10 got his lap back with Dennis, but I don't know if 37 also got it. I know he got in quite a few accidents. Whether it was his fault or not, who knows, but...
You might be thinking of the 73, which was out earlier.
This is true.
To be honest, it's quite hard because there are so many Iron Club cars and they all look exactly the same. Well, endurance racing is so much easier because you tend to have a lot of cars which don't look the same.
We've just got word that we are trying to make the longest green run of the day. You can guess how many laps that is, boys? 13.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I went for 25 cautions. Because I thought there's going to be a couple times when they can go over 10 laps. So far, I am correct.
From half of top 10, very close racing. Group that's been dropped by Dennis Lind. Lead Dominik and Remco Major leading that. Patrick Hall squeezing on the inside there of Major. Very, very close calls here. Oh, in contact between the 23 and the 14, that's Dominik and Major.
If you notice, Dennis Lind was actually able to escape that huge stack of cars.
Yes, he was. And it's playing out, well, to his advantage at the moment.
He's really only 3 seconds behind the leaders, and I mean, that's pretty good for when you start in the back. just getting your lap back. He probably started around, I don't know, 20th position. So it's pretty good.
Been around there, yeah.
Could be the first one ever to win it from after being a lap down. Yeah, I lost it by probably half a second or less.
I think the closest to a win in this commentary booth was for sure me, because I always got crashed out way before I even got close to the end. I meant that ironically, actually.
Well,
Oh,
in that
and
case, I was closest because last year I rolled on lap 3.
Did you?
Yeah, thanks to Telpler's lag.
I remember that. I remember that moment for Steve because we're all heartbroken here in the commentary booth. I was streaming the race last year.
But yeah, in the 250, I'd rolled at turn 1, lap 1. It was a perfect double for me, I guess.
Oh
Oh
well.
well. When it comes to oval races and LFS card, except for the ones on autocross, I never had any luck. Then that's the case for quite a lot of people. Although I kind of seem to be one of the people who, no matter what happens, never gets a lucky day on an oval. Retiring on lap 3 is probably less lucky than what I did. So, yeah.
This race is such a long race, and you could have something random happen to you on lap 3, but as long as you are on all 4 tires, it's going to be fine pretty much.
I remember in 2011 I ruined the race because I went to the loo and I lost the lap. That was on like lap 20 or something.
Well, there's I don't even know how many cars that is off the top of my head. 8 cars that are somewhat in a pack entering turn 1 right now.
Yeah, it's a big pack and there's nothing organised about the way they're running. They're all fighting for real estate amongst themselves.
They're
If you want to know
moving.
how unorganized it is, look at the 37 car. He was in that pack
Whoa!
of cars. He is pulled away by himself. That's how slow that the other people are going.
Oh, 10 and 14 there. That was so close to being a massive one.
Also, this is interesting. Normally,
Oh! Valve got sandwiched! Look at his tyres, they're almost bright red throughout.
Oh, there's a crash! Sanger's been taken out by the lapper.
Oh dear.
oh, this is
dear,
actually
oh
true,
dear.
Gabrielowski. Yep. Oh, they're right in the middle of the track as well.
Oh, and oh no! Oh, he's been hit and his car's complete trash. His car's complete trash. I wonder if he can return to the pits without losing a lap. Gonna be a tough call.
Oh man, I'm sorry to bring up this Continental Tire series again, but a car was put on a flatbed because this is America, and it's raining, and apparently that car was not latched on properly. That or the latch broke, and
Slipped
the
off.
flatbed. Yes, the flatbed was actually still slanted, and next thing you know, the car's rolling off backwards.
Oh dear Christ. That's what you call professionalism.
Yeah, that's interesting for sure.
Merca.
Looks Looks like Sanger's car is actually not quite as trashed as it seemed it was.
Did you
Yeah,
check
it's going
it
pretty
in
good.
TeamSpeak, by the way, Phil? You'll like it.
What should I be looking at?
Thing I put in TeamSpeak,
Oh.
the picture.
I already posted a picture of the race finish in TeamSpeak. However, it's private. I think someone else needs to post it somewhere if it shouldn't be made public.
Yeah, 79 just, for some reason went high and went straight to the side of Saga. It was not great lapped driver driving. On Ulrich, I'm not entirely sure what Ulrich's doing when he hits Saga.
Since we're somehow still not green, what am I talking about? Oh, Jesus. Dennis Lynn pit.
Yes, he did.
That's strange. Oh, actually, that makes sense because he didn't last time because he got his lap back. So he's pitting this time. He'll go the rest of the way now, not needing
Also,
a pit.
for everyone's entertainment, I have now posted this picture of what I think the finish will look like in the broadcast thread in the general discussion forum of LFS, of the LFS forum.
That reminds me of an actual crash I think Pastor Maldonado had once.
Once?
I'm guessing, is it a Formula 1 crash or no?
What?
It's like our tractor.
It's R Factor 2. It's
Well, no, I'm saying for the Maldonado. I'm trying to
Oh
think
no, it
of-
was
well, no.
3000 or something, I don't know.
GP2, you mean, or something?
No, I don't know. Well, it's been said it's Maldonado, but I'm not sure it's Maldonado, but...
Whenever there's a crash nowadays in GP2, I just think it's Johnny Cicotto.
Johnny Cicotto, best driver in the world.
Johnny Cicotto Jr. Have you seen what he caused at Monaco? That was just pure amazement.
Somebody tell Jack Sedgwick he's not allowed to win.
You don't understand. If he finishes this race, he's going to win it. That simple. If he doesn't finish this race, it's because he ended up on his roof. If he doesn't win it, it's because he ended up on his roof.
What if he crosses the line to win it on his roof?
If he does that, honestly, the biggest celebration on TeamSpeak for the rest of the day.
I think Jack Sedgwick's gonna finish upside down, backwards, and on fire. I think it's probably the most realistic scenario that's imaginable. Go Jack Sedgwick leading another restart for the God knows how many F time today. 16th or 17th, I don't remember. Everyone else is again trying to be very overexcited. Jack's nailed it, off we go.
Wow. Fourth place, Dominik just didn't take off really compared to everybody else. And lot of bottlenecking going on behind them.
But at least he's still got a drafting partner in Campars.
This is true.
It's not all hope lost. Oh, Blauhop on the grass through turn 2. Jeez, that could have been a lot worse than it turned out to be.
You watched Global Rallycross this morning on X Games. Must have been what it was.
Oh, and Lamont spun! And Matt makes Matt King's end up in the wall. And
No
he's got a
car.
very interesting handling car. I just hope he doesn't lose it now.
We're still
Well,
green.
probably gonna lose it now in turn 3 if there's draft. That car looks not very stable.
Let's just hope he doesn't try to pin it in between anybody.
No. Doesn't have the ability to do so.
That's good. Notice the 20 and 65 are still riding around at the back. By back, I mean 17th or so. And I guess they're just going to ride it out and then hope to try to get up there at the end. Still 110 laps to go, so.
I think they did change tires from the look of it.
Yeah, it's
They look
it's
very
nothing wrong
new.
with. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with changing tires, I guess, as long as you're not changing tires with like 30 laps to go or something. And if you're changing them with 100 to go, heck, you can burn them down at the beginning of a caution.
People like a pal have still their original set, I'm pretty sure.
Dan Sanger's trying to make his way back up through.
Very much so, yes.
Currently in the 12th position. Another strange thing here is that when Kapow, Sedgwick, and Sanger was doing laps together, they were doing 36 nines to 37 flats. And now that it's just Sedgwick and Kapow, they're doing 36.7, 36.8.
Well, it's
So,
not just Cedric and Kapow, that's the thing. We've got Kareni in there as well, who's a lap down. But he's drafting freeway with these guys up front.
Yeah, so it's just strange how suddenly they are faster than when they had Sanger. And Sanger's, veteran, someone who we think's going, has one of the fastest guys out there. But then when those three were together, they weren't producing the times they are now.
Yeah, you'd expect someone like Dan Sanger to know how to draft efficiently, but more so with respect than Granny would. But they seem to be doing a good job together. They seem pretty comfortable with one another, and they're cleared away from the rest of the field at the moment.
Oh,
Lamont
spinner,
as
Nathan
well.
Lamoff, yes.
He's well off the track. Shouldn't really need a safety car here.
Oh, but he lost contact to pretty much anyone else.
Seems to
Yeah.
have a bit of damage affecting the handling of his car, but he's going to stay out for now and hope for caution.
This is gonna be probably a long green flag run here, and I'll probably just
say
jinx
that,
it or
Phil.
something. Yeah,
You just jinx it.
Well, I need 25. I need 25 cautions so I can win the bet. So.
I need 19.
Ten more to go and 100 laps. That's completely possible.
What a crowd. Oh, and there we go, safety car 65 in the wall, and Dan Sanger's involved again. And that car is entirely broken.
Is
On
the
the left rear
63 a part of
suspension.
that? Dennis Lynn. He was around there as well. Didn't know if he got any damage from that.
Not sure. It was 37, Dan Sanger, and 20 and the 65 were involved for sure. Dennis's car looks, well, half decent. Wouldn't buy it second hand though, from the way it looks at the moment.
Jack Sedgwick's still leading as the safety car came out.
Must
However,
be
in front of Jack on track was Karenni. He had got in front in the drafting cycle at the
Yeah, he's
point
gonna get his
when
lap
the
back.
caution was called. So yep, he gets his lap back. Also, this caution will help Matt Kingsbury and Nathan Lamoff, who are a long way back with damage. They'll be able to get that repaired and stay on the lead lap.
Strange to see actually the last time Jack Sedgwick pit to see if he can go the rest of the way or not on fuel.
That's pretty much an interesting topic for all of the cars, isn't it? Caution number 16. That's the question Dennis Lind wanted to be answered, and well, that's the answer to it, actually. Getting ever so slightly closer to the infamous 19 before the first of us has lost his bet.
It's not lost just yet. Not sure why one of the drivers would actually ask what caution number we're on, though.
Well, I don't know. To be honest, I think I would ask if I was in a real race, but well, I don't know. Jack Pitts alongside with Flame.
Capel, yes.
56 and 64 in.
Yeah, see,
37 in, 63 in. 88 in, 21 and 17. Oh, and that's a chat penalty for the 49.
Isn't he out? He's not even in the race.
Oh well. That's not a chat penalty then, that's just a bad
Everybody right now but Jack
misjudgment of
Sedgwick
buttons.
is repairing damage. By the way, in the pits. Also, I still don't understand the pitting that, for example, Martin Capel did on lap 70 something, when now they had to pit on 177. I mean, they can make it the rest of the way now easily, but you would think they would have just pit halfway like the 20 and 65.
Jack and Capel both changed tyres. Dan looks like he's changed tyres, perhaps. And so has Nathan Lamoff and Dennis Lind. For statistics purposes, Stuart Baker is now on his 58th lap in the safety car.
Although that does miss out one safety car period where Jonathan Palmer took over the realm because Stuart Baker wasn't here.
This is true.
Bill comes through to complete lap number 178 after 270, which means 92 to go. We've got 23 cars still in the race, 21 of them are lead lap cars. And number 95 of Campar's leads from Dominik and Majeur.
That's a very nice plea from the race administration there. Please quit F-word wrecking. Exclamation mark, 1, 1, exclamation mark, 1, exclamation mark, 1, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, 1, exclamation mark, 1, 1, 1. It's a precise Meanwhile, some rescue car entertainment from Isaac Price there. We are ready for restart number... Is it 16 still? 16? The end of lap 180 of 270.
Oh man, 15th on back, just had a huge stack up. Not sure why, but
For the first time today, Campaz gets the opportunity to put his foot down whenever he chooses. And that is now.
Oh, that's a very good restart.
oh, Martin Capel left a huge gap and caused a big gap, caused a crash in the back. There's no need to leave a gap like
Oh,
that.
and there we go,
Bumpers,
safety car
Staying at
deployed.
37 coats upside down. Straight across the main straight.
Wow, that is vehicle opus 37.
Dan-
Retirement.
And Dan Sanger's car, both left-hand wheels have a huge amount of camber. I don't think they're quite designed
Oh, not really.
quite like that.
I don't think the tires are designed to withstand that. But it looks pretty cool. In a way.
It does. If they were matched on the right-hand side, that would just be brilliant.
That's 8th retirement of 30 starters, 22 cars still going, and more or less pointing in the right direction. And I think we are probably slowly getting into the kind of region where this feels a bit longer than last year's race. I'm only watching it this time, I'm not even in it.
Yes, we've had quite a number of cautions to slow this down. We're not at optimum pace, let's put it that way.
And that's quite an understatement. Kingsbury and Sanger in the pits.
Hopefully this
that
time.
now.
17? 17 is the official
I'm
number.
missing to be away.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
we didn't even get the front straightaway in because the people who were leading not too long ago decided to try and leave a huge gap and jump the restart. And cause a
I
huge
think it's
crash.
very interesting that Max Kingsbury just tried to warm up his tires scraping against the wall. I don't think that's an appropriate thing to do in one of these races, really.
It's nothing wrong with them unless you're holding up somebody or endangering somebody.
Well,
It's obviously very
he
dumb.
did hold up all the cars in front of him because obviously
Yeah,
while doing
and-
that he didn't catch up to the crowd.
He should
Crowd?
get
I
some
mean
form of
queue.
warning
Why do I
for
keep
it.
saying crowd? Jesus. I mean queue. I'm sorry.
Once again, another jam up in the back.
Just a bit. And Campals is gone. Restart number 17. But taking the green flag. Big level of cars right at the back of the queue. Pretty much right, quite all the way from the field, really.
4 wide within the bottom 2 lanes from turn 2. Sanger's in the wall.
Sanger and Sedgwick! Big spin! And I don't think that's gonna be a safety car, and Sanger's got a left front puncture! So... It was looking
Sedgwick's got
so
damage
good
as
for
well.
him. It was looking so good for him. And it looks like the race for both of them is over now, because I doubt that's gonna be a yellow.
Yeah, they better hope for one sooner or later.
Someone's
from other
timing
cars.
out. That is 37. Well, he's already out of the race.
There's a 5-car pack going into turn 3 currently. 2 5-car packs, sorry. One of them's a
Sanger
lot
will
bigger
have
than
to
5
pit,
cars.
because he'll not be allowed to go on with A, that damage, and B, that tyre. That clutch, for that matter.
I don't know if you remember this, but one of the Fragmaster cars.
Yes, and Nathan
remember.
Lamoff last year, I think. Or was
Yeah,
it
was driving around with a
2011? I don't know.
left front flat, exactly.
I think he's badly waiting for a caution, but I don't think... I think he will probably... Yes, meatball flag for car 88, yes.
The battle for 5th, they're trying to cause a yellow, but...
He's just continuously heating up his clutch. That could lead to a huge problem.
Thing is, he's waiting most likely to go a lap down before he pits. However, meatball flag, I believe you only have a certain number of laps before you can actually pit.
Oh, and he gets a drive through. Oh dear. Best case scenario for Dan Sanger here. That's, well, doesn't look good.
Oh, there's someone in the wall after turn 1.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
Garbalowski.
Garbalowski. Oh, and Hall goes to the inside wall. Oh, man. Oh, did he hurt the rescue car?
Oh, my God. Oh my, he's on a national part, so that's another retirement. The pole sitter, Patrick Hall, is out of the race. Pole, another year unlucky. No one's ever been lucky from pole here.
on earth is going to win this race then?
Yeah, it's not going to be Jack because he has all that damage. I don't think he's went a lap down yet, but he'll probably go a lap down soon.
I think Stuart Baker should win this race so far because he's the only one who hasn't crashed.
The battle for the lead between the top three are from people that I don't think anybody really would have said
Yeah, exactly.
would be going for it. I mean, we still have 80 laps to go, but I'm just saying it's, you know, pretty crazy. The last year's champion, however, is in 4th, so you never know. Could be the first ever repeat winner. Thomas Carini is him and Dennis Lynn have worked their way from a lap down, now 6th and 7th. So that's interesting. Carini actually drives the fastest lap of the race, 36.3, which.
Oh, and I've just dropped Dennis in a draft there, but he'll get it back, I think.
He should get it back from Carini.
Not quite yet.
Oh, maybe in turn 3 if he just keeps a good line, he should get Mead, maybe?
Mead's going pretty high, so maybe they can work together.
Mead actually went too high, so now they can't draft each other down the straight to stay up with Blowhoff and Carini. The leaders, the top 3 actually aren't drafting considerably well, so their lap times aren't amazing, and it's possibly allowing these other cars to catch up.
Then we've got the problem again that they're going to scroll so much for position that everyone behind is going to catch up, and then the group's just going to get so big that there's going to be a crash.
Yeah, there you go. 3rd place just got dropped. Ventola's now going to 3rd.
You're still just about got the draft of Ventola there.
Jack Cedric's in dear need of a caution right now. He's not even a full straightaway from the lap down.
Oh, Major!
Oh, there it is.
Spun into the wall in turn 3. There's his caution. Caution number 18. Or 19? I don't even. Oh, Jesus. I think it's 18.
18,
Yes, I am being reassured there. It's number 18. Also gives Sanger to a chance to catch up with the rest of the field, but then I'm not sure how much use that is because he's a lap down to the car.
He's 3 laps down. 3 laps down.
Yeah, 3 laps down, you can pretty much mark him out of this.
the cautions so far, there are quite a couple of cars still on the lead lap, aren't there?
If anything, the cautions are helping them stay on the lead lap.
Well, they're not letting the leaders get away so far that they're lapping the back markers.
Exactly.
Well, I still remember races like the 2010 Speed Weeks 400, which had a huge. I think I had to make a green flag pit stop in that, if I'm not wrong. After God knows how many laps, and just 3 years on, the over races are horrible. It's been a profile for the last 2 years, especially, and it's no better this year. It's just welcome to the caution 500. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know really. It's just everyone's. I mean, right now we have people side by side. Everyone nose to tail. I mean, we have almost the entire track before we go back green. Just nobody's. I can understand, you know, being a little crazy the last up to 50 laps of the race, but I mean, it's only lap 200 and 270, and we've had ridiculous amounts of caution.
Well, I have to admit that Speed Weeks 400 race a few years ago, that did only have 20 cars or so starting, but
that's how many we have right now.
It's how many we have right now, and it's absolutely uncomparable to then.
Dominik's off. Car that's been up there all day is the number 8 car of Jesse Tucklo.
And that's because he did have kind of a bit of a jump start last round in another's car, which was
Do
just.
you even classify that as a jump start?
I think. Well, as I said, you can't call that a jump start anymore. You need a new term for that.
Yeah, that was so large. It's hard to even describe that as a jump start.
That was a jump start. That wasn't a jump start anymore. He was quite literally ahead of his time.
It's crazy.
It's a nice picture in round 4 race discussion topic in the LFS card subforum, in the New Dimension Racing subforum, and the League subforum on the LFS forum. If you want to see what we mean with that. Top of the field certainly making it pretty exciting at the moment. Some action, as always, revolving around the car with the circular number 0, which is quite nice.
Dennis actually just drove a PB lap for himself.
Oh yeah, he did.
I mean, that means him and Karini, honestly, they could probably catch the leaders here in a bit. And if they make it a 5-car battle, then you know those 5 cars behind are going to catch up sooner or later. 3 cars behind now.
Crash, big crash. Turn one, big crash.
Certainly, and Jack Sedgwick's again in it, so...
No yellow.
Major also.
Why would you
well,
have one? There was no one around, so... For the first time, permission being denied now.
It's under green flag. Shouldn't really be able to talk to them. Distracts people or try to read.
Like this could become a very close lead battle in a few laps.
I'd actually like to see this go green and see what happens here.
I think you're not the only one, but...
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know who can make it on fuel from here or anything. I think it'd be nice to see something like that happen.
well, I noticed at the end of the previous caution, Dominik for sure had his clutch in. He was saving as much fuel as he could. I think Campaz was doing the same, so I think they're certainly either close or struggling to make it to the end.
Yeah, I know one of the last people to pit was Kapow. Then also Dennis Lynn and Karini, I believe they pit at the same time.
And a drive-through penalty for causing a avoidable incident to Gawlewski, car 79.
That presumably is the incident just now with Jack Sedgwick.
We now have a 5-car battle for the lead.
Yep, that was another one. If you remember oh wow, Dennis Lynn's lap time.
36-17.
Fastest lap of the race, and he's taken 3/10 off his own personal best ever at this track, which was just a few minutes ago.
That was one of the fastest laps I've ever seen on this combo, actually. I mean, he must have caught a draft. Directly at the right time, every moment.
It's getting to a stage with those top 5 where really they're becoming somewhat too aggressive, really.
The top 5 may not be the top 5 for long, is what you're saying.
Yes, but I did want to say that directly. Oh man, also 2 cars with pink wheels there actually. It's probably the most useless fact you're gonna hear all day. Car 79 has now not withdrawn, but retired, leaving us with 20 cars. 33.3333% of the grid has retired so far in one form or another. It'd be by becoming dust doors and magically going through wars or spectating. They're not in a race anymore. And
Collision
looks
between
like,
Dominik and Lind.
looks like some of the top 5 don't want to be in the race for much longer either.
How long until it's an 8-car battle?
I'd
Two
say
laps.
maybe 2-3 laps.
When it's an 8-car battle, how many laps until the next yellow?
1.
20 seconds. looks, to be honest, this looks a lot more like a fox race at the moment than an F8 race.
What's surprising, I mean, right now, they're not wrecking. Yes, it's close racing. Yes, there might be some contact from time to time. Yes, now it's 8 cars and they're most likely about to crash any second. But they're doing a pretty good job for being such a big pack.
There we go, there we go, there we go.
I counted
Into the wall,
11
into highlight.
seconds for that caution.
A little bit of lag
man.
with
Well,
Lauerberg.
it's not a
Surely that's
caution
yellow
yet,
flag.
actually.
Oh, it was just Dominik all by himself there. He should
It's a
gather
class
right
one.
back up.
He completely lost it. Oh, there we go.
No, surprised that's not
Still
yellow.
green.
Blowhoff's actually lost the draft now.
Probably
I guess he
pit
probably slowed
instantly
down.
with that.
Looks like Raymond actually slowed down thinking there was going to be yellow and there wasn't. Now he's lost the draft. Really only a 4-car train now for the lead. The other 2 has actually lost it.
Dominik gone into the pits with a badly damaged car. He couldn't decide whether to stay out or pit, so he went through the cones, which seemed quite logical.
But Carini there had a moment. He's lost the draft now. Which might have been a good thing.
Oh, there we go!
Oh,
Surely this time,
that's
no, yes!
spectacular!
Definitely yellow this time.
That's a safety car. That's our 19th caution. That's our 19th caution right there. And whoa, what an accident!
Quite interesting because they've been working together for quite a while now. And for it to
Look at
make those two
those
is
tires. Look at those tires on both of those cars. Dennis's car actually has worse tires from that. Somewhat warm.
I think friction to a tire should cool them down.
Does that work? Friction causes heat.
That is how it works, Dom. That's why the tires are hot.
Lindholm was running into the back of Capel. They're having to take avoiding action. Yeah, caution 19. We're on the 217th of 270 laps here in the 6th annual running of the Kyoto 500. Hit round 5 of the 2013 LFS Kart Series here on Simrace TV.
Dominik got a stop-go penalty after the safety card came out, so I guess he was trying to go into the pits in a very exciting way.
No, he was coming out of the pits to try and beat the pack out.
Oh. Dennis Lynn has now made a pit stop. The pit exit is open, yet the entry is not, but he's fixing damage, so now the pit entry is open. I guess he's going to be starting in the back anyway, so no real point.
In a minute or two, we're going to take a short break to chop up the stream into nice half-usable bits for the video on demand. So if your video is gone for just a while, it should come back on automatically. If it doesn't, just press play again. And don't worry, the world's not going to end just because the stream stops for a while.